I got a lot of questions asking about how the whole trading thing works and what's involved and all of that. But it's quite a little bit more complicated than that. But I'm going to show you one or two things so that you can get your mind around it. But it's not as easy as it looks because I've been learning this actually for the last 2 to 3 years. And yeah, only really figuring it out like the beginning of this year. It's all like making perfect sense now. So it was a very long journey. So you might see a few things here and there and think that this is easy, but no, it's not that easy. So I'm gonna show you like how it actually works and show you there's a whole different world out there apart from your Facebook, TikTok and stuff. You can actually be connected to the financial world. You can day trade, you can invest. If you want, you can buy contracts for companies like Facebook, Tesla, all of that. It's just the whole financial world, the financial markets in short. So I'm gonna show you how that works. Yeah, so first things first, you need to get a broker. I'm currently registered with Pepperstone. Okay, it's an Australian company, have branches in UK, Kenya. Yeah, so for Zambia, it's quite easy to register with them. You can easily deposit, your withdrawals come in quick as well. Yeah, so, and plus they have a lot of instruments. They even have copper, and also they have access to the South African Stock Exchange also. And you can also trade stocks or invest in stocks like Facebook, Tesla. So we're gonna go to the trading platform here. Okay, so I use C Trader, and the instrument, I'm gonna show you just this one trade I took last week on the GER40. Oh, there it was. Okay, this was on the 19th of July. These markets are highly manipulated, and some people say that's a bad thing, but actually that's a good thing. Once it starts getting manipulated, follow what's happening. Okay, so if we go back to the beginning of July, what you want to do basically all the time is, it's quite simple. You just have to mark out critical zones. So for example, you'll notice this section here. This is where the market fell from. So you know that this zone is quite reactive and there's something about it. So you notice the past will tell you that the moment it touched here, something happened. And also, and this is a new zone as well that you can use. So when you mark, so it doesn't just mean that you have to trade off the zone. So when your price comes back into that zone, you have to like really watch what's happening and how it's reacting at that level. So the instrument trading here is the GER40, which is, you can actually even go to Google to get a proper definition. Okay, the GER40 is what stock index that represents the 40th largest companies in Germany, and Germany is like one of the biggest economies in Europe. Yeah, so it's quite liquid. It's a quite liquid market, and it's a market that moves very fast. It's very similar to the NASDAQ in America. Yeah, but the beauty about this is that it falls right within our time zone, so it's quite easy to follow. You wake up 9 o'clock, German opens at 9 o'clock. Even us, it's 9 o'clock. In America, you have to wait for 15:30 if you want to trade the NASDAQ. Yeah, so another thing is that normally I write computer programs. So normally I'm on the computer. So one day I decided, like, if I'm on the computer writing all this code and stuff, why don't I watch the markets and see what's happening at the same time? Multitask, you know? Yeah, so the market operates like on a very complex system. Yeah, and they use like the best people to make that system work the way it does. And since I'm a programmer and I make systems as well, I decided, like, while working, to be watching what happens and taking notes and everything, and yeah, learning what goes on. And Yeah, finally got it. But you don't need to be a programmer to know how to trade. Yeah, it's not a prerequisite either. I think anyone can do this. Just if you're focused and you put your mind to it, you can learn it as well. So I want to show you what happens in these markets once you sense a little bit of manipulation. So we're gonna go and play this back. One thing that we know is that the market opens at 9 o'clock. That's when we expect most of the volume to come in. And so that same day, you'll notice it was a clear giveaway. So you'll notice what they did here. So at 8 o'clock, the market already jumped up. Like, I don't know how many, it jumped up so many points, and the market hasn't even opened yet. Okay, you see, and it kept going up. It kept going up, but the market's not open yet, and it keeps going up. So from right there, you could tell that something's being manipulated. Okay, then you notice it just keeps going up. So it goes up, then you notice it leaves this huge gap as well. Then it would go back up. So 9 o'clock, the market has already started at a very high point. So what they're trying to do is that if this is the time you just got on and you wanted to start trading, you would think that, hey, the market is ready to go up since we're already up here. But meanwhile, you see, so you'd notice the first candle, it moves up, then you're thinking, yeah, the direction we're going is up. So we're still in the same zone, and the market started going up even before it opened. And then yeah, so once I noticed this candle, this big rejection candle, then I noticed, yeah, this is now a trap. They're trying to get people to buy, and they want to take the price down, but they're just trying to get you to buy. Okay, so when it came back here, and what the market likes doing as well, it never moves in a straight line. So the moment it comes back down, it's gonna go back up, go down, go up, but it also doesn't give you a chance normally to get in when you want to get in. So once I spotted that the market was being manipulated and it's already moving up when it hasn't moved, when the market hasn't opened, that's when I got ready to enter. So I just waited for the price to pass this point one more time, and that's what it did. So you see, it did that. Okay, if you just came to the screen 9 o'clock waiting to enter into the market, you'd have seen that the market has broken through and it's ready to go up, and you'd have hit a buy here or something like that. So, but since I knew that there's no way that this thing can go up by this much and use this much volume when the markets haven't even opened, price was being manipulated. So I got ready, put my position around there, right? And I think I targeted it somewhere, where was that? Because I got 77 out of this, right? Yeah, so I targeted it down here. And you'll notice this point is exactly where it started, where the manipulation started was right here. So we'll see how it played out. Yeah, so the price, so after the market opened, it went up, faked people out, started coming down, did that. Okay. And this was all in a space of 30 minutes or so. So you'll notice. So, and the moment it starts coming down like this, and you're not prepared, it's gonna move so fast, and you're gonna miss the opportunity. So you gotta be ready. So that's where it was. And yeah, so when it reached somewhere down here, I closed it manually. Yeah, so that's how I got this $77 on this trade. It was easy. It was a clear manipulation, quite easy. So what I normally do, if you check, because I've been learning this stuff for the last 2 years. So if you just check this month already, I don't know how many trades I've taken. And you see, if there's a loss, if I ever do make a loss, it's quite minimal. Is there a big loss here? $9, but yeah. So during the week, beginning of the week, I'll check the charts, I'll put out my levels, I'll set my alerts, and when my alerts get triggered, I sit back, wait, see what's really happening, and I go in, and that's how it works. So this month already realized what, 769. Yeah, so the aim is try to get 5 times this amount. Just keep doing this, increase my lot sizes, risk a bit bigger, but just use the same principles I've always been using. No guesswork. Just analyze the markets, yeah, and be patient, and you'll be able to get results just like this as well. But it's not easy. It takes a lot of time and patience to learn how this thing works and how it moves, and it's quite manipulated, so you have to be careful. So this, if you're doing day trading, it's quite crazy. There's an easier way to do this as well. You can swing trade. So swing trading, you can put a position and then wait it out a few days, hours. Yeah, so if you're a beginner, I'll start there. And yeah, so yeah, there you go. That's how trading is. So it takes a lot of patience, and you really gotta analyze a lot. And see, this is like a second book I have now. So now I'll be writing notes all the time. Every single time I'm in these markets and I see something particular, I'll take notes. Been doing this for the last 2 years, so I have like a whole lot of, basically, let me say, I found a whole lot of cheat codes for this thing, but it took a long time to figure it out. And the only way to figure it out is, it's crazy, the only way you can learn is to lose money. When you lose money, you're gonna learn something. Lose, learn, lose, learn. So if you're afraid of losing money, this is not for you. So if you need any more tips, guidance, how to get started, you can still let me know. I can guide you through a bit here and there, but the journey is quite different for everyone. Some people won't make it, it's quite frustrating, but yeah, if you have patience, perseverance, you can get there. But it's not an easy thing to do, right?